movies came out this year?
Last year,
2025.
2 movies came out in the year of 2025.
I think more came out than that.
Nope. 2 really important ones.
I think I'm going to title this video, "The Safdies are the 2 most interesting filmmakers working today."
Love that.
And I have some reasonings.
Okay.
We had some movies by the Safdie brothers directed together come out. Good Time, Uncut Gems that we have seen. I know there's others, but we haven't seen them.
No.
I've seen The Curse. They haven't. But we've seen pretty much everything else. I just rewatched Good Time, and that's how this came to be.
Yeah.
And if you watch Good Time, Uncut Gems, and then you watch Smashing Machine and Marty Supreme, I think it's really interesting to see the elements of Good Time, and I think Good Time especially, and Uncut Gems, and see like what elements are in the Smashing Machine and what elements are in Marty Supreme. I feel like a lot of people are saying Marty Supreme is Uncut Gems, just pretty much like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are also saying that Marty Supreme is the superior film and that Josh Safdie has the sauce. And while I do prefer Marty Supreme over the Smashing Machine, I think that Benny has something developing that will maybe come to fruition a little more as more of his films come out. And then what I think is going to be awesome is inevitably, I assume, when they do make another movie together, seeing how their own developed styles like come back together. And I know they only have released one movie like separately together, so it's kind of hard to tell like where their careers are gonna, like the trajectory of their careers. But I think we have like a good base. What we're gonna watch real quick, I need you to look up Good Time end credit scene. Okay.
I had FBCs like as soon as the hits.
Where does that so
Thanks.
where does that take you?
Somewhere.
But if you had to pick a movie of the 2, Smashing Machine or
Smashing Machine.
that's what I'm saying. And I thought that was really interesting because I was like, that feels like so Benny Safdie. Like, it's like, I love that I can see how that's Benny Safdie. And I'm sure Josh, I don't know how they work on set and like how they operate, but I'm sure it's a collaborative process, but that feels distinctly like what I saw in the Smashing Machine and what I've seen in The Curse. And I'm like, that is so interesting that you can see the elements and like what they gravitate towards. So my question is, after seeing that, well, hey, yeah, does that bring you to the Smashing Machine? Okay.
Over Marty Supreme.
Over Marty
Yeah,
Supreme. What elements, what parts of that scene like bring you to the Smashing Machine?
The emotional beats, like I feel like the Smashing Machine does a very good job of knowing when to. So does Marty Supreme, but Smashing Machine does a great job of knowing when to put an emotional score in, or like a hype score or something.
I feel like it's like the quiet emotion that you can just like feel through everything that's going on. Like you don't really get that quiet emotion in Marty. But that's like not the whole thing in Smashing Machine, but it's like so much of that movie is just very quiet emotion from
And if this makes sense, like quiet credits rolling. Like Marty Supreme, you could like really tell when it was going to end, and then they cut it, and then it's black for a second, and then the credits roll. But like that credits start rolling like randomly. And the Smashing Machine, it's like it's actually Mark Kerr.
The credits
then the Smashing Machine shows, and then the credits roll over him driving away. It's like he wants you to see the credits, but he also wants you to see the movie. In a way.
So Josh, it was actually Josh that had like a little comment on that scene and like the decision to put the credits over the scene. And I think it could also be applied to the Smashing Machine in that like subconsciously, natural disaster.
Didn't want to, another natural disaster. Didn't want to interrupt you, sorry.
Like subconsciously when you see the credits roll, you're like, okay, that's it. This is not important. Mm-hmm. And so then you're kind of like subconsciously saying, as an audience member, like this isn't important. And like with mentally challenged people, like a class going in the movie, like society kind of deems them as like unimportant. Mm-hmm. And like, you don't have to stay. And then Josh said like, it's really interesting to see who stays for the entire thing. Mm-hmm. And I think with the Smashing Machine, it's like the credits rolling over real Mark Kerr, he kind of became unimportant, but he was like content with that almost. Kind of just gave myself full body chills thinking about that.
That's awesome.
And with Good Time, the credits roll over a crazy part. Mm-hmm. But the Smashing Machine, the actual photos of what happened showing is like makes you be like, do I stay and see the actual photos? Mm-hmm. But Marty Supreme is just black. Like you can tell that's when you're like, oh, this is when I should leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also feel like Good Time, you spend the movie with Benny actually acting in it. And
he's an incredible actor.
Holy crap.
I kind of was like shocked at how good of an actor.
That in Oppenheimer. Just everything he's in, he's awesome.
He's really underrated as an actor. Yeah. I genuinely think he's an incredible actor.
Yeah. But it's like a testament to how much you care about him in Good Time.
Yes.
Where you're gonna stay and like you're really like hanging on. Is he gonna walk? Like what are the questions being asked?
Yeah.
It's like you care so much about him. You just want to see what he's doing. I guess in a very simple, like that's the simplest way to put it. But in Smashing Machine, you care about Mark Kerr throughout the movie, and it's like, wow, this is real, and it's like. Kind of the same thing where you care so much that you're going to stay and watch and, the photos of actually him doing what we saw through the movie, him do. I guess it's a really like,
And there's also an element of like, you almost want there to be like, this ends, Good Time specifically, ends on such a that's it. And like when the credits roll, you're like, fuck. Yeah. That's all. This is all he get. Like Connie is such a piece of shit and he fucked up so fucking hard that he is like pretty much screwed. Is it Nick? That's his name, right? Yeah. Nick for the rest of his life. And you're like, when the credits roll, it's just like another gut punch because you're just like, that's it for him.
Yeah.
And I think the same could be said for like the Smashing Machine. You're like, you almost want more for him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that's it. But I feel like there's a little more contempt with that. Like he is a little more accepting of that role. Whereas with Good Time, I think it's a little more depressing.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also a testament how good the movie is.
Yeah.
Because Good Time, when the credits roll, it gives a chance for the people that didn't like it to leave.
Yeah.
And not watch the rest of it.
Yeah. That's also true.
But like the people who loved it and they're either like, oh, it's already over, but you're getting another scene.
Yeah,
you're getting more.
You're getting more of what you want.
They did a similar thing with the credits in The Curse, where there was a class going on. That's a class situation. Mm-hmm. It's a how to be funny in an office setting, and they get like real people, just like they did with Good Time, and then it's like really hard to watch because it's these people trying to be funny and they're not funny.
That's brutal.
And the guy teaching the class is not funny and it seems really real. And then it's like they're doing an exercise where it's like, all right, we're going to go in a circle and you're just going to, without speaking, like saying words, you're going to try to make everyone laugh.
Oh, no.
And so it's going around and like the teacher goes first, hard to watch, goes to the students, even harder to watch. And then like as it's going, it like slowly pans to Nathan Fielder, and he's sitting there, and you can see he's like, "Fuck, dude, I don't know what to do." And he's really, you can see him panicking. And then it's not even his turn, and he like jumps the gun and does something, and it's like it kind of is like shocking and disturbing what he does.
Whoa!
Because it's so cringy and like you're like, "What are you doing?" And then no one laughs. Oh God. Absolutely no one laughs. And then just keeps going, and then the credits roll, but the scene is still the audio of the scene is still playing, and so you just have to sit there like as these people are like like kind of like laughing, and oh my god, it's like brutal to watch.
That is so interesting.
It's really, and Benny Safdie had like a role in the creation of that show, and I'm sure he probably, I don't know, credits, like doing stuff weird with the credits.
The end, like the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Really interesting.
The curse is Seth's landman.
Yeah.
This is my landman.
Yeah.
I hope we can watch that. Fire me up.
I also, I'm very happy because when you opened the video with saying what you were going to title it, it was a huge relief because I don't like the fact that everyone's like, oh, Marty Supreme's better.
Yeah.
He's the one that was talented all along. That's what it like feels like.
No.
And I just hate that. I like Marty Supreme better.
Yeah, and I do too.
But also, they're both so talented and in such a like distinct way from one another that I don't feel like them comparing them in such a harsh way is productive at all.
No, and I also think it's a huge disservice to Benny's talent as a director and what he's trying to do. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more heart in his stuff, and I think that with that, I think it's gonna develop in a more interesting way. Maybe Josh does something different. In that Taylor Williams video that I talked about in the Marty Supreme video, he phrased it in a really interesting way. He said, the movie I like more is the movie I respect less. Because I do respect Benny going out and trying to do something a lot more different than Uncut Gems, Good Time. Like
way different.
Just so happens I like Marty Supreme a lot more, but that movie is doing a lot of the same things as Uncut Gems and Good Time.
Yeah. Very similar.
Yeah, and they're using like Josh got pretty much everyone from like crew wise from Uncut Gems and Good Time. Like he's working with kind of the same people, whereas Benny is pretty much doing his own thing now. Yeah. And he's acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's in Odyssey, which
Odyssey.
is just insane.
And he was also in The Curse. Yeah. He does a great job in The Curse. Not to bring up The Curse.
Was he in The Curse? Really?
He was in The Curse. And
what's The Curse?
Well,
no, stop it. No.
But
no, yeah.
Like
the further removed we are from the Smashing Machine, like you said, the more respect I have for it.
100%.
When I watched it, I mean, we have a video up on it. I love the UFC setting and like I was just kind of in love with that whole thing. But yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it's actually very bold, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, not bold to cast The Rock in something. Like I don't think that's the craziest thing, but it is so different from anything they've done previously and anything like it's so different from Marty Supreme that like it is.
But
really,
you can still see the footprints of him in Good Time. And I'm trying to think of like a scene in Uncut Gems.
I got you. I was just about to say.
Okay, bring it up. Let's see
you can definitely tell that it's a Josh Safdie ending. Because, and I was going to bring up the part when he hands the duffel bag outside the window to Julia Fox.
Oh,
That's just like when Marty Supreme is jumping out the window.
Yeah.
Climbing down the fire escape.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I also think maybe like an element of Benny at play in that movie. Bear with me.
In Uncut Gems. Yeah.
Is like the mysticism of the rock itself. The gem itself. I feel like that is more of a Benny element from what I've seen from his other work. Who knows? Could be completely wrong. But that just feels more like a Benny Safdie like idea, which is, I think, not missing, but just that element is not at play in Marty Supreme. Whereas that's one of my favorite things about Uncut Gems is the weird mysticism of the rock.
Is it a magic rock?
Is it a magic rock?
Yeah.
I think it is.
It never says it's not.
No, it doesn't say it's not. And
But he always plays great. When he hasn't.
I have another like question kind of related to the title. that we can kind of end this on.
Yeah.
Why are they the most interesting directors out there? Because for me, like, these two movies that came out last year are kind of some of the most interesting things that have come out. And I guess answering the question from the title.
Yeah.
I guess, like, what makes these two movies and these two guys so interesting?
For me, it's like you don't see a lot of brother directors in the industry. And when they split up, like, you don't see the Duffers splitting up.
Well, you see the Coen split up.
That's what I was going to say. That the Coen split up, but, like, when he did it, Honey Don't wasn't very good.
Well, and, like, I think with the Coens you can see I think Joel Coen did Honey Don't, and then he did what was the other one? Drive-Away Dolls. And those two movies I haven't seen Drive-Away Dolls, but I've heard they're pretty similar. And then Ethan did The Tragedy of Macbeth, which is like a black and white.
I love that film.
Have you seen it?
In English class.
Did you actually?
The Tragedy of Macbeth.
With Denzel Washington.
And it's just and it's just like very insane. Very weird, very
It's really good.
Smart, intelligent, hard to, like, not for a big audience at all.
Yeah.
And I think that you can see that's the distinction. One guy is doing that, but, like, with Benny and Josh, it's like it's more muddled, and I think it's interesting to see how that turns out. Keep going. Sorry, I completely interrupted you.
Yeah, you did say what I was going to say.
Oh, cool.
No, but it's fine. I just love that they split up, made two good movies, one better than the other, but, like, they made two movies, and I love that if I go and rewatch Uncut Gems or Good Time, I'm going to be able to see who directed that part.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And like, I don't know, I feel like that wouldn't happen much with other directors.
Yeah.
Like, a very distinct, like, the only similarity is that they both make you nervous.
Yeah.
But and one thing that I think they both did well randomly is a Japanese setting.
That is I forgot to bring that up. It's a very weird connection. Wow. Apparently they have, like, their family, there's a Japanese connection with their family, I want to say. But that is also an interesting thing that both of these movies, they go to Japan.
Yeah, they go to Japan, and it's
for
awesome.
the sport they play.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's two sport movies.
But completely different approaches, obviously. I think why they're the most interesting for me is that how I was watching Good Time, and I was like, I can see what, like, the elements of each Marty Supreme and the Smashing Machine in different scenes. And then, I don't know, just seeing how they're going to develop over time as individuals.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. And then hopefully when they inevitably come back together to direct a movie,
they just direct the best movie of all time.
That's going to be very interesting to see what that is. And I'm excited for that. I'm just excited to see how their styles develop over time.
Yeah. For me, they make movies on such, like, a human level.
Yeah.
Like, all of their movies are very down to earth and
it's like
relatable.
A very feeling focused thing.
Separately and together.
Yes.
Like, and I just love how it's so down to earth, and, like, I don't know. It's just very emotional, like you said.
Yeah.
And, like, I just feel all of their characters, and most of them are horrible people.
Yeah.
But, like, I still feel it, and I'm so invested in that person.
I think Benny said in an interview I was watching of him, I think it was him and Nathan Fielder, and they were saying, he was, like, talking about him and Josh and how they like to focus on getting a physical reaction out of the audience. And then, like, with Uncut Gems, that was stress and anxiety. With The Curse, that was, like, cringe, like, oh my God, I can't. And then I think with, like, the end of Good Time, that's, like, obviously depressing and sad.
Horribly
depressing. But yeah, I think
Smashing Machine is like
it's more depressing, though. It's more depressing.
It is kind of depressing, but it's also, you have so much respect for this person you're seeing. And you like really are hoping for
this guy to come back.
Like a
success.
And
then you have to kind of come to terms with the fact that it's like
and
that success that never comes, and he just ends up being a normal guy
until like the movie came out. You know what I mean? Like, present day where it's finally.
But like the end of him just like going into the store, and that's kind of his life, and I think that also kind of mirrors the end of Marty Supreme in a way.
He has to become a normal guy.
He has to become a normal man.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. These two guys are my favorite.
They have quickly risen the ranks for me.
Yeah, and even talking about it now, I spend much more time thinking about Marty than the Smashing Machine.
Yeah,
but still, like talking about Smashing Machine again months after it comes out. It's I don't know. They do it. They do something.
They do.
And
do
it's
something.
awesome.
Something that they both do well. Not necessarily, this is more directed towards Benny, is that one word you can say can just blow an entire conversation up. And that can make you nervous, but then they'll resolve it, and then it just makes you nervous again. And like,
dude,
like not even nervous, but like
I don't want something bad to happen.
Yeah, but also it emotionally explodes the scene, like in Smashing Machine. Like the best scene for me in that movie.
That's what I was gonna.
Is
that's
like
what I was talking
is
about.
The hospital scene.
Yeah, what does he say? What does Mark Coleman say?
What does he say? Yeah, he's like, dude, stop.
Hey,
like,
just stop.
Just stop.
That's the one word that said. Chilled.
Dude,
like the one word.
I haven't even realized that. Yeah, that
I was talking about when they were all him and Emily Blunt were just having a good time.
Yeah.
He says one thing and she goes, "Just because I don't have to be sober doesn't mean you have to like it." And then she, does what she does.
Yeah. I guess in Marty, it's more of an accumulation of
more
the conversation.
Yeah. Also, the use of non-actors for both of them across like everything. Like they have emphasized using non-actors, and it gets a very interesting vibe to the movie.
I think that's what makes it feel so like
real,
personal.
Yes, yeah.
Because they use Tyler the Creator, who isn't an actor, but everyone knows. So everyone's going to go see this, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, he is just playing a normal guy. Yeah. Kevin O'Leary is
playing himself.
Playing himself.
Yeah.
And like The Rock, he's not a non-actor, but like he's an actor who gets cast in some bad movies.
Typecast,
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's just like,
and also all the extras.
Yes.
And like even like the main headliner cast is,
but just everyone around makes it feel more like the real world.
Yeah.
And you get performances that you like don't see, like
Kevin Garnett,
KG,
the guys in Lawrence's in Marty Supreme, I mean, except for
Tracy McGrady as a globetrotter in Marty Supreme.
Well, yeah, but also the tall guy, is another old basketball player. Can't remember his name.
Ping pong guy?
Yeah, the guy in the ping pong establishment that, whatever, owned the place, whatever. Yeah. But then the guy also in the cage that is like giving out whatever. Marty goes in there and talks to him when he comes in.
Yeah.
He was pulled off the street or contacted because he had a TikTok come out about him. Yeah. He was an old radio announcer and he had a great voice, but he had gone through some really tough time, and so he was homeless.
Yeah.
And he's in that movie.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Like all these weird little connections to like the real world are so cool.
And then I think Josh has even said, I saw an interview with him and Ben Affleck, and Josh said like you when you're doing that, you like want the actor, the non-actor, to bring an element of themselves to the role, which makes it way more interesting.
Yeah. You don't want them to disappear.
Yeah. You
like
want them to
life.
be them.
Yeah.
And that by getting non-actors, you're getting more of a variety of like personalities and just way more unique ones that you don't see.
Yeah. And also all the fighters in Smashing Machine, like Boss Rutan is the coach, and Ryan Bader is Mark Coleman, like everyone outside of
Yeah.
The Rock,
Yeah.
Emily Blunt, pretty much just
normal
non-actor
guys.
Yeah.
people, and that are pretty much playing themselves.
Yeah.
But it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was incredible. Thank you, Seth.
Yep, absolutely.
Go watch both of those movies,
Yeah.
please.
Go watch The Curse right now.